Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's Claudia de Silva. Today we are here for our last live of 2024. And what a year it has been. I wanted to, in advance, thank you for all your support, for watching our videos, commenting and like. Whenever you like a video or sharing is caring. When you like, you are allowing other people to find us and learn about the subjects that we try to bring to you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Claudia de Silva. I am the team leader for the Palm Leaf Realty Group. Our team consists of myself, my husband, and an admin right now. You can check all of our information on our website, the Palm Leaf Realty Group. There you go. And today we are here with an amazing guest. We are here with Elizabeth Hazels that I'm going to bring in a moment to talk about credit score. Why did I pick this subject to be the last one? Because it's probably the most important. And as we wrap up the year, we maybe need to start preparing and getting our finances in order for the next year and see if we can get you into that home ownership dream. That's why I'm here for. I'm a realtor and I'm here to help you get that American dream under wraps and get you that dream home, okay? Make the best investment. So I'm here to talk about credit score today with Elizabeth. She's the professional. She's going to talk about it. But while I wait for people to join us, I want to kind of give you a small introduction. So we work with a lot of international folks here in Houston. Houston is the fourth largest city here in the US, and it's a larger melting pot than New York at the moment because we have higher numbers. Did you know that we speak over 44 different languages in Houston alone? 44 dialects, languages, ethnicities here in Houston, Texas alone. So a lot of our residents come from a different place, and credit is not always the same where they come from. I come from Portugal, and credit scores, the way we have it here in the US, does not exist. A lot of my clients are from Mexico, Cuba, Brazil, and credit scores do not work the same as here in the US. So this is very important, not just for Americans, but also for someone that came from abroad to be here in the US and build a life. So credit scores, where are they? So it's very important to know that credit scores, and Elizabeth is going to talk in depth about this, affect or get affected by payment history, how much you utilize your credit, the length of your credit history. So just because you are new here in the US, like I was once upon the time, it doesn't mean that you cannot build credit and quickly. And Elizabeth can talk about that. There is credit mix, and then there is new credit such as applications. Credit scores usually go between 300 to 850. And who benefits from credit scores? The consumer, or who uses them? The lenders and creditors, landlords, employers, utility companies, and insurance providers. Why is credit score important? Why does it matter that I bring someone here that is professional to talk about credit score? Because I'm here to help you find your dream home. And so loan approval, interest rates, the ability to rent a house or secure utilities, or maybe have insurance rates for your home when you're buying a home is extremely important. So I want you to be prepared, learn about it, and see how it affects you and how you can improve it. So without further ado, hi there, Elizabeth. How are you? I cannot hear you. Oh, I could hear you before, and now I can't. I don't know why. Let me see what happened. It seems to be working just fine from here, from my side. Guys, technology, things happen, especially when we are live. Don't you love going live? Can you check again, Elizabeth? Because from my side, it was fine, and it was fine a minute ago. Let me see. Mute, unmute. Can't hear you. Okay, let me see. Just a moment, you guys. I really love being live because everything happens when you're live. Let me see. Yeah, we're doing good here. Just don't know what happened, my friend. Do you need to get out and get in again? Sometimes that happens. All right. I I can read lips, you guys. Okay, so for those of you that are watching this live, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Please leave us comments. Do you have questions about credit? Is there something about credit scores that you want to know? Leave us the questions here, because if we are not going to cover it, we can answer it to you live. Again, we are here to talk about credit scores and how payment history, credit utilization, the length of credit, credit mix, and your credit can affect it. Let's see. Hi there.
Hey, can you
I
hear me?
can hear you, my friend. I can hear
Hey, thank you.
you.
I don't know what
Perfect.
happened.
Elizabeth, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and how long you've been doing it for.
Thank you so much. I'm Elizabeth Islas. I'm an industrial engineer. I was working 13 years at IBM, but I realized when I come to this country that credit can help you a lot to build wealth, and I couldn't afford to rent a home, to have anything, so I decided to certify myself as a credit consultant and set up a company to help families to work and fix their credit so they can have better opportunities.
That's fantastic. I am so happy that you're doing this, because a lot of what you do helps a lot of my clients. For those of you that don't know, oh, I'm having some technical difficulties myself today. I don't know what's going on. For those of you that just joined us and don't know, we are here to help people find their dream homes. And credit scores has a lot to do with it, right? But we're going to get into it. Elizabeth, I'm curious. What are the reasons, the main reasons why people contact you? What are the problems or questions they have?
Okay, mainly they want to buy a home, but they are not able to qualify for the loan because they have a low score or they don't have credit. Mainly because they have negative items or they don't understand how to manage their accounts, mainly credit cards. So I can help you understand those accounts and dispute negative items, trying to remove and boost their credit. Another reason is the debt consolidation companies. They've been in these programs and that hurt the score. So they need to work to reestablish positive credit history.
Okay. So tell me a little bit, for those that are watching that don't know, what is debt consolidation?
Those are companies that offer the service to help you with a monthly payment, to negotiate your accounts, having everything in one payment, but they ask you to stop paying all your debt so they can negotiate, so all your accounts go to charge off or collections that drop the score. People think that it's easier because they will be having just one payment, but in the future that would prevent them to get approved for a new loan.
Okay, no problem. Elizabeth, I hear a little bit of sound on the background for you. Do you want to take care of that? Because I hear a little bit of sound there. Okay, so let's start in the beginning.
Yes.
How does one build credit? So first of all, when you are born in the US, you are building credit, through your life, right? From a teenager and everything. But doing your normal life, you're building credit because you're doing the normal things. But if you're new and you come here like yourself, like me, so how do you build credit?
Okay, so the main thing that you can do is having a secure credit card. It's the best way because 65% of your score, it's the utilization and the payment history. So with a secure credit card, you can get faster a good credit score. So sometimes people can get added as an authorized user from uh, um, your husband, your wife, or something like that. But I don't recommend that so much because if something happened to the other person, you cannot have the control of that account. So it's better just start building up that. There are many other credit builder programs that can help you boost the score since 35 days to 3 months to get a good score. So I would prefer to start working in your own account so you can have the control of that.
Absolutely. So, everyone, I'm going to give you an example from my own experience. So, when I came to the US, obviously, I didn't have credit. Although the country where I came from, I had a great job, great salary. I mean, I had a history of years of employment. I was working for Shell Oil. So, imagine, but I was in the Netherlands. So, when I came here, no credit. One of the things that I did is I went to Capital One. So that was the bank I chose to work with, but there is other banks. So you got to go to each bank and inform yourselves. And this is not just for someone that is from outside of the US that came here. Also someone that needs to improve their credit, they can be doing this. And Elizabeth can talk about that more in depth. But from my own experience, and it worked wonderfully, is that I got a small bank card that was for $300, and I would use it to pay everything, and I would pay it immediately. So I would always pay it back, and so that helped me to build my credit really quickly. Another thing, and let me know what you think about this, Elizabeth, is that you can be added to someone like a spouse, a family. There is risks with that, but it does help, especially if it's someone that has been in the US for a very long time, and so they have a history of credit. Also, little tips here that I want to give you. I don't know if Elizabeth is going to talk about this, but I want to let you know something. Try to always make your payments on time. I know things happen, life happens, and sometimes it's not really possible to pay maybe the full amount. Look, everyone goes through hardships. Call the providers and negotiate a payment. You are in the United States of America. They want to get their money and they will negotiate with you payments. Just don't miss payments. Every time you miss a water payment, an electricity payment, it hurts your credit so much. Guys, opening credit cards at Kohl's, or Home Depot or Best Buy, especially the Marshalls, all of that, it's so bad for your credit. You guys, please don't do it. I know Christmas is around the corner and it's very tempting, but when you save that 10%, you probably lose 10 points on your credit. And if you already you're in the process of building it, imagine the damage. So more things that we can talk about that have biggest impact on credit, Elizabeth. What can you think of?
Okay, so opening new accounts, as you told them, can hurt because you will have new increase in your credit report, but also it hurts the credit history. So you will have a new average of your credit history. So opening new accounts will hurt that. So I don't recommend to have a lot of credit cards. That doesn't have anything to do with your credit. Having a lot with 2 credit cards or with 1 credit card, it would be enough. And also, there are people that go and open an auto loan or get any personal loan because they think that would build credit, but sometimes the interest rate is very high. So it's better to analyze what is your need, unless you just go and accept any loan or any credit card. So another thing is that in this season, a lot of people spend more than the 30% of the credit limit of their credit card. So please be careful with the utilization, because if you do not pay off all the balance of your statement, you will be paying a lot of interest. And sometimes you are not aware of that. You are just paying, and you just say, why my debt or my balances are not lowering? It's because of that, because the interest. So be careful, because credit cards are not money for free. You have to pay that back.
Elizabeth, can you check the sound around you? There is a sound the whole time and is interrupting us understanding what you're saying. Sounds like something is dragging around you. So just check that out. While you check that out, let me talk about something. We have some questions here. Thank you for watching, everyone. We're so excited you're here. I knew this was going to be a very good topic. We're probably going to bring Elizabeth again in the new year. We have 4 questions right now. We have some questions for you, Elizabeth. Guys, if you have more questions, leave them in the comments and we will make sure that we do answer them. Now, let's talk about something, little tip here. I'm all about little tips and things I can do to help you. I'm not a credit repair. When you need someone to help you with your credit repair, you go to Elizabeth, but I know so many things from my own experience that can help you. Everyone in our days has an app on their phone for their bank. Okay. So if you have Chase, Capital One, Bank of America, all of them have an app. And if you have a bank that does not have an app, maybe you should reconsider, because maybe they're not doing a lot. And in that app, you can actually check your credit score, and it's pretty accurate, and it also tells you your credit utilization. I check it every month. As a matter of fact, my husband and I, we have a healthy competition to make sure who has the highest credit and who utilizes the most credit or not. And so we kind of reward each other with that because we have goals and we set them and we work for them. Now we have the first question here, Elizabeth, from Rafa Islas. Do you help people with IT?
Yes, we can help people with ITIN. We can help them get the ITIN and also establish and fix credit with the ITIN number.
That's amazing because we have so many IT clients. From Jorge Galeas, how long it takes the process?
So you can have results since the first 35 days, but the whole process can take 3 to 6 months. It depends on each person, but around 3 to 6 months, you can get a good score to qualify for the home loan.
Comprando terrenos, do you have security cards?
Yes, we have some partnerships, so we can offer some security cards or secure credit cards that won't hurt your score because they won't pull your credit to give you or to authorize you. So that will help you a lot to establish or reestablish positive credit history.
We have here Paola Lender. Do you recommend to pay collections?
No, I don't recommend to pay charge off or collections because that doesn't mean they will be removed from your credit report. So I would prefer to analyze and set up a better strategy for each person. Sometimes it's better to establish a good credit history, having positive lines of credit instead of paying off those collections that even though the balance is zero or you reduce the balance, they will remain there for 7 years.
Great. This is not a question, but I want to shout out here for Karen Hernandez saying that you're amazing and you help a lot of our clients. I love that. So here on air, everyone, there is a reason why we bring professionals to you. They have been vetted. They have great recommendations. I wouldn't bring anyone to you that we do not trust ourselves. Now, this is a very important question. Thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie's jewelry. You guys, if you need jewelry for Christmas, you can go to Lizzie's, I guess. Now, this is a really good question. Thank you for asking it because it was my next thing. So let's talk about the process. So I come to you. I need some help with credit repair. What is the process? How do we start? What documentations and how much do you charge? How, tell us a little bit from the beginning.
Absolutely. So someone comes, sometimes they bring the information from their lender, but I can pull a complete credit bureau report so I can analyze and we give recommendations. So the first step is because I need by law a service agreement and a power of attorney, so I have the authorization to prepare the letters on your behalf. So I will need your documentation, your information that you give me through DocuSign. And once I have that information, I can get a payment and I can start working with the analysis of your credit report. It's a monthly basis service. We charge 120 as a setup fee. We analyze, we give you the first recommendations, and we prepare the first round of letters. And each 35 days, we give your status and we prepare a new round of letters. So once you are ready, you can cancel or you graduate from our program with no penalties, no cancellation fees. So once you say, okay, I have 640, I get approved for the loan, you can cancel and there's no problem. And I can help you with no additional charge during the closing process in case you need anything from me. And we remain to be friends, and you can always ask me and anything. Once you have been my customer, you can always call me and ask me any question regarding your credit or any future decision that you need.
So we kind of talked about this, but we have a question. Can you let us know what factors have the biggest impact on credit score?
Yes, mainly the payment history. So do not skip any payment. If you cannot pay all the full amount of your credit card or of the statement balance, at least pay the minimum to be on time. And once you get money, once you get paid, you can do another payment. You don't have to wait till the next statement date or the next payment date. You can do. I have customers that do weekly payments. You can do that. so you don't skip any payment.
Perfect. We have a few more questions coming in from different channels. So how can I quickly improve my credit scores? We talked about this a little bit. We shared a few tips. Let's recap a little bit. Elizabeth, what would you recommend to do?
Okay, if you currently have credit cards, lower the credit card balances. That will help you a lot. Do not leave them zero, because having zero balances at the closing date or the statement date won't help you building positive payment history or utilization. Or if you don't have any credit card, go and get a secure credit card that will help you to boost the score as fast as you can. And also being an authorized user of a person that you trust and that you know that that person has a good credit history, a low utilization, and no late payments.
Okay, guys, so let's talk about something that is really different. What if I told you, especially if you are not from here, you may not know this. And even if you are from here, I actually have spoken to people that were born and raised in the US, different states, not just Texas, because we help a lot of people move in and out of Texas. A lot of people from Chicago moving here, New Jersey, California, Florida now, because Florida became so expensive and insurance rates are going through the roof. What if I told you that you should not close credit cards or accounts? Don't close them. And having a healthy revolving credit, meaning that exactly as Elizabeth mentioned, using your credit cards, as long as you don't have huge balance, you're not going over that 30% credit utilization, is not bad for you. So in the US, by you using your credit in a healthy way within the parameters that is considered healthy, it's great for you. So, compared to many other countries like mine, where everyone pays cash for everything and not owing anything to anyone is what's good for your credit, it's not the same here in the US. Actually, by you owing money to somebody, to a credit card, it says that you are actively financially invested in doing something. So, I have so many clients that come to me and they're like, well, I don't want to buy a house right now because I need to pay all my credit cards. You do not have to pay your credit cards. It can actually hurt you, as Elizabeth mentioned. It depends on the situation. Now, a question for you, Elizabeth. What is your approach to improving credit score? So, what do you do exactly for people that come to you?
Okay, the first thing is we analyze what is the best strategy basic on the open accounts. If they do not have any open account, I start immediately recommending open lines of credit like the secure credit card or a credit builder loan and explaining them how to use it. I track weekly the balances of my customers and explain them what is a closing date or a statement date versus payment date, that it's not the same. Sometimes people get confused with those dates and they sometimes they pay all before the closing date because they think that's the good thing to do. So I explain them specifically for their banks. So they gave me a statement or they give me a screenshot from their bank, so I explain that. We go through that, we track all the recommendations to establish those positive lines of credit, and at the same time, since the beginning, we prepare letters to dispute on their behalf directly to the credit bureaus. We challenge credit bureaus for the documentation or the information that they have for those accounts, trying to remove as much as we can since the first 35 days.
That's fantastic. You guys, we have a few more questions. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. I have some more questions. Some of them are repetition of what we already have discussed, but that's where we're here. And if you still have questions after this interview, please reach out. I would set up a meeting with Elizabeth so we can discuss what your needs are and craft a plan to better assist you. Even if you're not buying a house right now, maybe you own a house and you still need to work on your credit because maybe you want to upgrade that house. Maybe later on you need to you're thinking further down the road, even if it's in a few years. It's always good to take care of your credit because it impacts major purchases, not just the home. Now, again, how long do you anticipate that it will take to see the results?
Okay, the first results, you will see them in 35 days because you will have to wait the 30 days that by law credit bureaus have to investigate the information you are disputing, and also credit bureaus update the information of your accounts in that period of time.
What are your fees and do you offer a money back guarantee?
Yes, I guarantee my customers will improve their score if they follow my recommendations. And the cost is 120 as a setup fee and $80 monthly starting the second month. And they have to pay their own credit report that costs $24.99. It's a soft pull, it won't hurt their scores, and that will help me to give the best analysis and the best recommendations. And once they are ready, they can cancel and they will not have any penalties or cancellation fees.
Perfect. We have two more questions here. How often should I check my credit score and report?
Okay, at least once a year so you can see all your accounts are correct, because just to let you know, there are a lot of manual activities that still are being done in your credit report. So sometimes they can have your information with another customer or another customers in your credit report. So there are a lot of mistakes due to typos or something, or you can or people that can have a social security number that is similar to yours. So it's important to at least once a year. And if you are trying to buy a home, I recommend at least once a quarter. You can see everything is going on correctly. And if you are working on your credit to improve it a monthly basis, there are a lot of monitoring credit tools that you can have. As Claudia just said, your bank, it's a really good tool that you can see if everything is going on, it's good, or if you have to do something to improve your score.
Absolutely. Guys, I would like for you to maybe have fun. I know no one likes to talk about credit scores. No one likes to think about improving credit. As a matter of fact, when we fear something, we're not happy about something, we procrastinate, we put it to the side, and we try to forget about it. What if the challenge for 2025 for all of you, because I care, I really want every family that is listening to us, everyone that is watching these videos to be helped somehow and take some nuggets here and apply them, because we're not just, wasting our time looking at videos. We should be learning something. Let's do this. Guys, download your bank apps. And if you already have them, look for the information. And if you don't know where, I can help you, or go to your bank. They can help you where it says credit score. And do me a favor, check it every month, every end of the month, or every beginning of the month. That's when I like to do it, because I make my payments, and then I check. And actually every 38 days it shows, again on your bank app. And make like a friendly competition with somebody, like your spouse, a friend, your mom, your dad, whatever, and just help each other out. And by making small payments on everything you owed, even if it's 50, 100, whatever that may be, it helps that credit score every month. And keep those payments on time for your utilities. Believe it or not, utilities damage so much your credit if they're not paid on time. And of course, if you are renting. Okay, last question from everybody here. What advice do you have for someone recovering from bad credit?
Okay, the best thing is to see if you can dispute those accounts and start immediately building your positive credit history, no matter what bad it is, or if you had hardship. Don't worry, you can always start all over again. And if you start now, you will see the results eventually, but sometimes it will help you more to work on your positive side than just worrying about the negative stuff, trying to do something or feeling guilty. You just have to start getting a new credit, so that will help you a lot. I have a lot of customers that are starting 400 and they graduate for more than 650, 700, and they can truly get a home loan, even though they had problems in the past. So do not worry, there's always a chance, and there's always to have someone that will assist you and hold your hand, and that it's me, that is Gloria. So anything that you need, I will be more than happy to help you, and I will not judge you.
Absolutely. And that is very important. You guys, we're not just putting information out there. We have been through the process. I had to build credit. Elizabeth had to build credit. We actually have experience firsthand. So what we know works, and I have excellent credit nowadays, was able to purchase more than one property, Elizabeth as well. And so we can tell you what worked, what didn't work, and what are the ways to make it work. Elizabeth, is there anything else you would like to share with everybody?
Yeah, so be careful. Instead of just thinking about the bankruptcy or a debt consolidation service, please ask me, ask Gloria, what you can do instead of having bad consequences to make those decisions. So be careful. Instead of doing that, you can start working on your credit and trying to dispute or something else. But I have a lot of customers that had a lot of problems because of debt consolidation because they were so nervous. And you can, there's another ways you can do that without hurting your score and getting better opportunities in the future.
So true. I just had a client that was trying to help her family. They consolidated all the debt, but what you don't know is it's considered a new loan and it will affect your credit score. And less than 3 months later, she has a great job. She, unfortunately cannot buy a house now. And it's very, very unfortunate. So please ask us. We are here as a resource. I'm not here to sell you a house every time you talk to me. I think that's a misconception. We truly care. We care about our community. We want you to be informed. We want you to learn. We want you to make empowered decisions. You can only do those by informing yourself, by being educated. And that's why we bring you this learning series every month. So, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You can always reach out to me. I will be more than happy to listen to you. There's different stories. Everyone is different. So I will be happy to help you. I love to have a new friend with each customer that I have. So just talk to me. I'm here open to talk to anyone.
Absolutely. Thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you, everyone that watched the video for the amazing questions. We had a lot of questions. If you still have them after the video airs, just put them on the comments and I'll come back to you with answers. If you do wish an introduction to Elizabeth or any other professional that can help you with your real estate dreams, just reach out. And in meanwhile, very happy holidays, everyone. This was our last video of the year. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.